Hello everybody, today I have the pleasure to propose to you this new video entitled The Meditation. Actually, this is a new series of 20 videos which are definitely focusing on practice. The first 20 keys were more based on the pillars, the, the, the existential basics, which are more theory. This one, it will be more practice for you to use in your daily life. Well, let's start with the first one. Each of them will be independent. And of course, there will be some links. Sometimes they will repeat some elements because there is a transdisciplinarity. Because the goal, the approach is holistic. All right? So today, let's start with one thing very important, which is meditation. So with my personal testify, actually I meditate for, I've been meditating for now 20 years, since 2001. Actually it has been after a certain extraordinary experience, astral travel, let's say out-of-body experience, for which I really experienced what was the fact to be out of your body and the expansion of consciousness, and for which I really decided to apply a kind of operational spirituality and to explore new, let's say, newer limits of consciousness. So meditation is for me existential. This is, for me, it's physiological. It's, you know, the Maslow pyramids, the different needs. The first, the foundation are the physiologist's needs, like eating, sleeping. For me, meditation is one of them. Because if I meditate in the morning, I feel good for all the day long. And if I don't, honestly, I feel it. So it's like, you know, going for, let's say, step backs to have more facility to jump further. So this is important because it will be like a good rhythm, like a metronome, you know, just to orientate your day. So this is personal feeling, and this is something I wish that you integrate in your daily life as well. Well, concretely, why? What's the reason for being of meditation? What's the purpose of meditating? Okay, of course, it's not because it's trendy, but if it's trendy, why so many companies nowadays, let's say, do the promotion for it, and why it has been prevalent in almost all civilization since ages? Okay, it's probably for good reasons. So why are they? So let's say 5 of them. The first one is quite obvious, but it's important to remind. Meditation brings calmness, let's say fullness, happiness, harmony, and peace. Okay, so this is extremely important. The second one is allows to make good connections in your brain with your neurons. Okay, so this is extremely important because the third axis, the intakes of the meditation, is the fact that it's bring you, your mind is, let's say, sharper, okay? It's more, let's say, receptive, okay? You develop your senses thanks to the fact that your neurons are better connected, and also because you activate your senses, so you're more receptive, okay, sensitive to, and the more you develop your 5 senses, the more you develop your 6 senses. That's, you say, your intuition, okay, your intuition, your creativity, and you feel the world, and you feel, and you're more receptive to the synchronicities, for instance. And the last, actually, it's because I say the fourth one is to enlarge your consciousness, that's to say intuition, creativity, and so on. And the last one is to activate your subtle energy within your body, your physical body, and also your subtle bodies. Okay, so this is concretely stimulating the quintessence, the fifth element that the Buddhists call prana. The Chinese philosophy is the qi, qigong, tai chi, or the Japanese, the ki, reiki. Okay, so this is stimulating this energy, which is concretely, it is really the energy of life. Okay, this is ether for Greek, and actually this is those who have disease most of the time is because there has bad circulation of energy. Okay, this is proved. All the let's say traditional medicines like Chinese medicines, Ayurveda for Hindu, all of them, they are really focusing on the circulation of energy. So meditation brings you that, and this is good for health and also for even the fact to feel in harmony and so on. Some depression are due to a lack of circulation of this energy and a bad breathing, for example. All right, so now we define why, what's the reason for being of meditating. Now, what is meditating concretely? Meditation, etymologically speaking, in Latin, medium means two things. First, center. Secondly, it means the link, okay, the vehicle. Okay, the proof is the media, the social media, the journalism, and so on. Okay, the news, information. What is it concretely? They are a link between the reality on the paper and normally, if they are objective. The media are the link in between the reality and you, okay, the audience. Okay, so this is a link, and the second axis is center. So concretely, it's two things. Meditating is the dots, okay, concretely the points, and also the segments. Okay, it's both together. This is important. If we develop a little bit, because the definition, not strictly definition, but just for you to see the application, the axis of application of meditation, there is three pillars. The first one is the fact to center yourself on yourself. Okay, it's to align yourself concretely. It's come back to the center. It is the notion of inner gazing. Meditation is inner gazing. Okay, with the notion, when we say inner gazing, there is a notion of centripetus force. Okay, so you inner gazing. This is important to be more in the notion of your being. Okay, to be closer to your being, to feel things and so on. The second axis is to concentrate. Concentrate, you have the sound center, concentrate, okay, is to focus. You focus, okay, like when you have a camera and so on, you focus on some elements. Okay, there is a landscape and you focus on specific things. Okay, so you focus on one thing instead of another one. This is meditating. You focus your attention toward something specific. And the third axis, which is an enlargement of this, is the notion of contempling, okay? Contemplation, contemple. I insist on the fact that you can hear temple within contemplation, okay? Is the fact to be passive, to admire, to contemplate, literally, life in general. It means that you are receptive, okay? Concretely, you just let it go. And you don't analyze. It's like, you know, very often I use this when you have really a good moment. You don't analyze. You don't put on pause and you analyze what you are living. You live it. When you make love, for example, you are not saying, "Oh, I'm gonna coming," and so on. You analyze this. You are in it. It's the same principle. Okay, so this is literally the same fact when you are admiring a landscape. You are just wowing, wow, that's it, okay? So you're not analyzing, oh, this is beautiful, this detail and so on. It's just a full package, a quantum of information make you just admiring, contemplating. And this is also meditation, one of the axes. All right. If I had to summarize, because the goal is really to go to the points and to go straight to the points, because actually I have online a course of meditation lasting around 6 hours. I explain in detail the origins and more details, of course, but here it's just for you to give the basics for you just to use it operationally. So 3 pillars for meditation, which is the first one is the posture. The second one is breathing, and the third one is the mind. So let's start with the posture. There is different kinds. I will just give you 3 of them. But the most important thing is to feel comfortable. Comfortable, okay, this is to feel good, okay? No need, no quest of performance. The goal is not to show off, to pretend and so on. It's just to feel comfortable. Okay, very important. The second one in the posture is to be aligned, to that your spine, okay, your backbone is really straight. This is extremely important. This, not like this, really like this. Okay, so I can give you 3 positions. The first one is like this. I am here. Is lotus. Okay, so you have different ones with your legs. Either you're crossing like this, like Buddha, either you just do one leg or you do without. Personally, I can do 3 of them, but the real lotus like this, 2 crossed legs, I can do it because I'm quite flexible, but I don't feel comfortable, so I never do it, okay? Because once again, it's not to show off, it's not to pretend and so on, we don't care. And if I do that, I will be not really balanced, and I have a lot of chances not to be concentrated and to do a beautiful meditation. So there is this one, okay, the lotus. The second one, but for this, what is good as well is to have a certain to rise a little bit your back with a pillow. Okay, you adjust, you tune for you to feel, because if you're sitting on the floor immediately, first maybe is not comfortable and you have more chance not to be aligned like this. Okay, so a short pillow is important as well. Second one is the simplest one, is the pharaoh. Pharaoh, okay, is just you sit on a chair, basically, that's it. Okay, and you just you are like this with the back just aligned. And the third one is just laid on your knee, just basically. The only drawbacks of this is most of the time it cannot last a lot of time. Personally, after half an hour is too much for me. Okay, so this is important as well. But find the one that you prefer. Then for the eyes, you can let the eyes open. You can just close your eyes, or you can just semi-open, semi-close like this. Okay, it's up to you. All right. Then regarding the hands and so on, this is what we call mudras. Okay, so actually there is thousands, almost hundreds, exaggerate. This one, okay, the one you feel the best. Okay, but it can be like this as well. Okay, most of the time we recommend, if you are a right writer, to use this right hands on the left one. Why? Because this is action and this is passivity, and this is like balanced. Okay, it's details for you at this stage. Okay, so but try to feel just as you want, as you can, as you feel it. Okay, so this is for the posture. The second one is breathing. Breathing is extremely important. We will see a special chapter, a special key number 3 for breathing, but it will be deeper. It will be even holotropic breath work. It will be a kind of rebirth for which you can have out-of-body experience like trance and so on. This is not what we're gonna see here. Here is really the basics. Okay, so I give you 2 passive breathing and then 2 active ones. 2 let's say passive, it's just you don't do anything. You just observe your normal rhythm of breathing. Okay, so it means that you don't insist, you don't emphasize anything. You inhale, you exhale, you inhale, you exhale at your normal rhythm, at your normal pace. Okay, first one. and you observe that. The second one is just that you try to reduce, okay, the amplitudes of your breathing, okay? Normally we breathe like this, okay? Inhale, exhale. And the goal is really to reduce to be almost neutral, okay? When you wake up in the morning, your way of breathing, analyze that, is really, really neutral. And because it is linked to calmness. And even if you want to calm yourself, it's good to reduce your amplitude. Okay, so try to reduce voluntarily this. It can be one of the exercise of meditation on the breathing. Second axis, which is active meditation. This is one of the simplest one, is the squared meditation. It's a kind of rhythm, okay? So this time you will have inhaling, then a break, exhaling, then a break, and like this, okay? Systematically in between inhaling and exhaling, you have a break, all right? So the first one is the square breathing, okay? What is it concretely? You can take the rhythm you want. For example, 4 times or 5 times. Okay, let's take 5 times. You inhale 5 seconds. You break, you maintain your breath without nothing, neutrality 5 seconds. And then you exhale 5 seconds. You break 5 seconds. You inhale 5 seconds, and so on. Okay? Okay. 5-second breaks, 5 seconds inhaling, 5-second breaks, 5-second exhaling, and so on. And then you can do 4 seconds, you can do 10 seconds, and so on and so forth. Just try to find this good rhythm for you. And it should be, let's say, on over the time. Okay? So the second exercise for this is to do alternate way. Okay? What is it? Is, for example, you inhale 4 seconds, you break 2 seconds, you exhale 4 seconds, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, and so on. But it can be you inhale 7 seconds, then you break 3 seconds, you exhale 7 seconds, and so on. Personally, when I really want to refresh my mind, I will do, for example, inhaling 30 seconds, I break 15 seconds, I exhale 30 seconds, and I break 50 seconds. It's really up to you. Okay? Don't exaggerate, because otherwise you will not do a lot of cycles. Okay? But the goal is really to maintain the cycle a few minutes like this. So this will bring you a kind of calmness and will oxygenate as well your brain. Okay? So the third one is the mind. This is probably the most complicated. This is what we call the monkey mind. The monkey mind, concretely, is the little monkey. The monkey is your thoughts. The little monkey is a little bit naughty and always wants to annoy you, okay, to catch your attention, okay? So, very important things, don't pay attention to the monkey, all right? It's like kids. You're in a discussion with adults and he's getting bored and he tries to annoy you a little bit, you know, it's stimulating you and so on. Don't pay attention, okay? If you try to battle with it, it will be worse. So you have a thoughts, no problem, let it go. That's it. The goal is to let it go. The goal is to occupy the little monkey with a kind of toy or food, like a banana, okay? And we're gonna see what we identify through banana, because there are the different schools of meditation. If you give a banana, okay, of your little monkey, which is the creator of your thoughts, you will have the peace and you will be in peace, okay? And to become a monk, you have the key to become a monk is to master the monkey mind, okay? So this is really important. So there is 5 schools of meditation. The first one is Zen Zazen, okay? Concretely is your focus on a point, on a dot. The second one is Vipassana. You focus on breathing. I give you all of them, then I will define. 3 is transcendental meditation, or that I call meditation MT, okay? MT, like meditation transcendental, reversed. This is quite personal. This is more focusing on repeating a word or a mantra. Fourth one is mindfulness. Mindfulness is a kind of being aware of your senses to activate your sixth sense intuition. And the last one is visualization. Okay, so let's take different techniques. The first techniques is just you focus open eyes or closed eyes on, for instance, a dot. Okay, either you close your eyes and you imagine a dot, or you open up your eyes and you focus on, I don't know, a piece of dust, or just a piece of rice that you put voluntarily there, or an object, but it should have lots of details, like an apple, a tomato, or whatever, but it should be simple, okay? A wall, the zazen, the monks, most of the time they do it, they just open up their eyes like this in front of a wall. But of course, it shouldn't be with lots of paintings and graffiti and so on, of course not. So you focus on that, and every time you have a thought, you come back to the point, okay? You come back to the point systematically. The second one is to focus on your breathing, okay? This is important. As long as you have extra thoughts, you come back to your way of breathing as we saw before. The third technique is to repeat a word ceaselessly, okay? Like personally, mine is harmony, okay? Harmony, harmony, harmony. A word that you like, a word that you can vibrate, a word or a sentence. I feel good, I feel good, I feel in harmony, I feel in harmony. Or, you know, that's why all the tradition they have in Sufism is, for example, this one, la 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 la. It can be. Or, for example, a prayer is a kind of mantra in a certain extent. The most known for Buddhists is is a sound, but also there is a meaning thereby. There is a vibration which is quite intense. Okay, find your own one, and every time you repeat, you repeat, you repeat, slowly, quickly, up to you. Do it as you want. Okay. Another technique is to visualize an image. Okay, so it can be a swing. You know, a swing, because it's like it will bring a kind of hypnotic notions for you. Another one is to visualize a road, you know, and very quick, and you drive very quick, for example, a road, unless a road, of course. Can be a scale as well, going in the sky. It can be, you know, goats, and you jump, or you count them as we are kids, okay? You can count, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. You can count like this, because it allows to be focused on innocent things, and like this you release your consciousness, let's say borderless. And then it can be also the visualization of chakras. The chakras, 7 chakras. What is it? It is the flower of a lotus. It can be visualized as a rose, a flower. It can be just a bubble. It can be just a cycle, whatever. But a Taurus, if you are more aware of that. But concretely, there is 7 chakras, 7 notes of music, 7 colors. It is referring to frequencies, okay, vibration. And remember, Tesla said, if you want to find the secret of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequencies, and vibration. So this is important. And when you visualize it, you stimulate it. Okay, so if you can afford to see a red lotus, visualize a tomato, then an orange, and then a lemon, and so on, up to you, okay? But this is important. Can be a ball of lights, okay, a ball of lights, and you visualize at the beginning like this, and then it's increasing, like all your bubble, all your body, like 2 meters, and then enlarging the perspective till your neighborhood, till the whole country, all the planet, and so on. There will be a side after this talk. there will be a guide meditation. Okay, it's 9 minutes. It is you can have also download on my website. I will give you the links. And actually, this is a meditation we used to do. We have been doing for since December 2018. And we do, this is a worldwide meditation. We are roughly 4,000 people, and we do systematically for the full moon, all together at the same time. It's 9 o'clock in Asia. It's, for instance, depending, it's summer, but it's 3 o'clock in summer in France. It's 2 o'clock in London. It's something like 6 o'clock in LA, it's 9 o'clock in New York and Montreal and so on. But anyway, just I will give you the reference. There is a Facebook page only for that if you want to participate. Otherwise, you can just listen it. Okay, it's guided meditation, only 9 minutes, and it's kind of shelter of bad energy, and also it allows you to activate the unconditional love as well in practice. Then another technique is to feel, okay? Literally just to feel like an emotion. You don't think about something, you just feel it, okay? So I give you some example for you to try from your side. It is, for instance, to feel that you are in a lift, okay? So you're getting up or going down, all right? Or on steps or on stairs, okay, going down or going up to you. And it can be also, for instance, ski jumping, okay, just the feeling to, oh, you know, when you feel that, and just, okay, I never did, but I can do it like feeling, all right? Parasailing, this kind of feeling of flying as well, is very good as well. You can also feel, okay, the notion of soap bubble, all right? So because as long as you touch it, it disappears, and it's a little bit a metaphor of meditation. As long as you think about meditate and thinking that you don't think, you think, okay? So as long as you say, oh, Eureka, I don't think, you think. So it's like touching the soap bubble. So try to visualize, to feel a soap bubble that you just try to preserve and not touching, okay? Another one as well, visualization could be the fact to visualize a ball, okay? So flying, okay, you can imagine, or a leaf of a tree, but also a ball, okay, just rising like this in the air, and you feel that is really weightless, okay? So it's like a feeling of freedom as well, of flying also. Okay, so these are different techniques I invite you to test by your own, individually. Then I give you some advice as well. So the first one, don't look for performance. Okay, if you stop, if you can let it go, like 2 seconds, 3 seconds is already perfect. Do it at your own rhythm. It's like, you know, stretch, okay? It's like gymnastic, it's like when you run and so on, you start short, you start small, and then you increase, okay? But don't put pressure on you. It's useless, and it's even affecting the results. Do it regularly, okay? The regularity is one of the bases of success. It's like learning a language. If you just learn and focus a few days and then you don't do for 1 month, is useless, okay? You forget everything. So it's the same thing. Try to do it short, like a few seconds, 1 minute, 2 or 3 or 4 times a day. It's the perfect way, and systematically daily, okay? A very good technique as well is, for example, to check all your body, not sit. It's you wake up, you stand up, and you shake like 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, all your members, absolutely all of them, your legs, everything, like crazy, okay? And then you're gonna see that you will be naturally in a state of calmness. So it's favorable for doing a good meditation. Another one is hyperventilation. Hyperventilation, I can show you two of them. We will take it back in the key 3 with breathing. Concretely, the first one we do together is breathing with the mouth, okay, like this. So you do it 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, up to you, okay? You hyperventilate. It means you do rapidly, only with the mouth. You inhale, you exhale, you inhale, you exhale. And at the end, you just inhale quite a lot, and you just block your breathing. You keep it like this. You keep the air, okay, as soon as you, as long as you want, as long as you can also, and then you just let it go. Okay, let's do it. You break 30 seconds, 1 minute, as much as you can. It was not 1 minute, it was not 30 seconds, it's a little bit less, it's just for you to understand. You can do exactly the same, 30 seconds, 1 minute, with only the nose, like this. Okay, so you finish systematically by inhaling, okay, and then you stop as much as you can, and then you exhale. Okay, so this is a good way to be relaxed. Don't put pressure on you regarding the thoughts. The thoughts are like clouds in the sky. They are just passing through, and you're not obliged to pay attention. Look at this finger. I'm just focusing here. I'm not obliged to pay attention to the finger. It's the same for anything. It's the thought. And the thought, if I focus on them, okay, but don't pay attention, and also don't put pressure on you. Try to do like a kind of rite, a ritual, okay? The meditation should be your own moment, your private, your secret garden, and it's important to do it like with a certain discipline. You prepare your things and so on. Creating thereby an atmosphere is very important, like incense, like candles, like, I don't know, a statue if you want some relaxing music and so on. All this kind of thing to create an atmosphere which is linked to, you know, Pavlov bell, okay? This is an association of the bells and the dogs salivates when he hears that, because we associate the bell plus the food. So each time he hears that, he salivates. So it's the same for you. As much as you, as soon as you do, you prepare your ritual, your atmosphere and so on, you will be in the same mood. You synchronize with the previous experience you had. That's to say, serenity, calmness, fulfillment, and so on and so forth. So it's important to allocate, for instance, part, if you're in your room and so on, is like sacred part, and is only for you, for your meditation. This is quite important as well. Important to start a meditation with an intention. Okay, I want that, I have this wish, okay? This is important. And last is anchoring, to ground, okay? So you can just say orally, I am down to earth, grounded to this Mother Earth. You can just say expressively orally, okay, or in your mind, or you can visualize basically the fact to anchor with a visualization, like if your body were a tree of life, and you see the roots penetrating the soil, the heart, and hurt quite deep, as much as you can as well. And this makes you more grounded. All right? So I invite you to test all these different techniques, and few times, like 3, 4, 5 times, and over different period of time, like today, then tomorrow, then in 1 week, and so on. And you keep what vibrates within you, and you reject what you don't like or what you cannot afford, and so on. Try to mix up as well, because I gave you some guidelines, but you can adapt and adjust and so on. It's really up to you. The objective is it becomes a routine, a part of yourself, and it brings you a lots of intakes, and you feel good thanks to that, and you reach a kind of harmony, and then also it's participate to your eternal awakening. As you know now, all the roads lead to Rome and to home. Thank you for your attention, and see you very soon.